What is going on, I Play COD and YouTube communities? OneHandMa 2010 here, bringing you another Call of Duty commentary. This time I'm using a Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay to discuss the recent influx of Black Ops 2 information we were given. On September 26th, 12 Call of Duty VIPs were invited to Treyarch's headquarters in the ever-beautiful Santa Monica, California, for a private play session of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. They were given about 6 to 8 hours of straight multiplayer fun in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 against each other, and were put under an NDA to not say anything about it until the morning of September 27th. And the way I kind of looked at it is there's really no better way to explain the features of a brand new Call of Duty game than having some of the bigger names in the community that we all know explain it to us. So it really kind of made sense that they did this. Nobody knew anything about it besides obviously the 12 people there in Treyarch themselves. So most of the information I'm going to use for this commentary comes from @PrestigeIsKey on Twitter. He's a very good friend of mine. I've known him since I started YouTube. He's a Call of Duty VIP. He was invited to this event. So I'm using a lot of his tweets for this information. And one of the first things he publicly revealed in his, influx of Call of Duty intel was that the weapon camos in Black Ops 2 look better than ever. I've seen various other sources say that there's like cherry blossom and carbon fiber camos, and that they're verified to be put on every weapon in the game, whether they're a primary weapon, secondary weapon, rocket launcher, even your assault shield or ballistic knife can have these camos put on them, and really helps the player make them theirs. And this is the first time that I can recall in Call of Duty history where we've been able to put camouflage on a secondary weapon or anything that wasn't in your primary slot. And this is also the first time we can put it on a riot shield, which is now named the assault shield, if you couldn't already tell. And that's definitely very exciting. Means that Treyarch's really willing to let us customize everything in the game that we're given. So moving on from the camouflages, because while we're talking about that, many of the big things in Modern Warfare 3 that people had with prestiging was that they'd spend so much time trying to get the gold camo only to prestige and have to do it again. Well, in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the designers looked into it and tried to find a way to make prestiging much more worth it for us. And the way they came up with is that when we prestige now, not only can we take a prestige token with us forward like we could in Modern Warfare 3, but that our challenges and all of this other stuff doesn't reset. So when we prestige, we don't have to worry about, I guess I get to go from, say, M4A1 Veteran 6 back to M4 Veteran 1. No, you'd go right back to M4 Veteran 6 when you reach level 4 and unlock the M4 again. Now, following this logic, that also means you can take the prestige token you're given to unlock a weapon permanently again, just like we could in Modern Warfare 3, to bring with us through the rest of our career. In conjunction with the challenges not resetting, that means if you spend all this time unlocking everything you can for one weapon and then prestige, you can unlock that weapon and get it all back free of charge at level 4 when you get creative class again. So it really makes prestiging a little bit more worth it in that regard. You can also spend the prestige token on more creative classes, up to a maximum of 10, just like always. You can reset your stats again, which David Vonderhaar jokes to not let your little brother push the button near that. Or you can spend it on something new this year and get a refund. And what this does is that you spend your prestige token to get all of your prestige tokens back. It clears everything you've unlocked with them. So say you've unlocked 3 weapons and an attachment. So you've prestiged 4 times. And then you spend prestige your 5th time and get a refund. You'll lose everything you've unlocked using your tokens, but you'll get them all back so you can essentially respec your prestige tokens. So definitely a very handy feature to have. There have been a couple times in Modern Warfare 3 where I would unlock something thinking I really wanted to use it, and then like a prestige later, I never touch it again, and it's a wasted prestige token when I could have unlocked something else. So it's definitely nice to have that. It's kind of like an undo feature. Go back, fix what we messed up with, and everything else. And to help persuade you, I guess you could say, to continue prestiging all the way until the end, when you reach 10th Prestige level 55, you'll be awarded the title of Prestige Master. And what this means is that you've spent all the time, you've gotten all the way to 10th Prestige level 55, And reaching Prestige Master means you unlock everything in the game. And if you were paying attention when Gamescom came around, we learned that every time you level up, you'll get an unlock token. That token can then be spent on something to unlock for Pick 10, which is the create a class system. So every level you'll get a token. That's 55 tokens per prestige. Unfortunately, there are more than 55 items you can unlock, so you have to pick and choose wisely which ones you want to unlock and use through your progression. Reaching Prestige Master, 10th Prestige level 55, you unlock every single item in the game. You don't need to use a token to unlock them. They're given to you. You've reached the end of the progression. You're set to go. My question being to that is, what happens if they extend the progression again? Would you have to then go back and get to the next highest level prestige, whatever it may be? Like when Modern Warfare 3 went from 10th prestige to 15th prestige and then again to 20th prestige. If you're a prestige master at 10th 55 and they increase the cap, how are they going to go about those who've already reached Prestige Master? Would they then have to would they keep everything and stay at 1055, which would be rather unfair to the other players? Or how would they keep track of what you did or didn't unlock with your tokens up until you hit Prestige Master? That's something I'm really curious to find out. I'm sure we'll learn more about it when the game launches, but for now, that's kind of one of my lingering questions in regards to being a Prestige Master. Now, to end the commentary, I figured it'd only be fitting that since I've got a Call of Duty gameplay here that, you can obviously record in theater mode, that I would touch on the theater mode a little bit from what we were given today by the VIPs. Theater mode returns, clearly, since we're touching on it, and it brings back everything we know and love and or hate about it coming back with it. You can use it adds on to it with some other features. The biggest one I'm about to talk about is that instead of having, I think it was the 10 clip slots, they've now doubled it to 20 clip slots. So you can now organize 20 clips in your video to make, I guess, a mini-tage that you can upload. And then to step up on that even more, you can then take those 20 clips and with the press of a button, condense them all into one clip, freeing up the other 19 slots so you can make more mini-tages, so to speak. So if you've got a really action-packed game with a lot of clips you want to maintain and save, you can get 20 of them, montage them all into one clip, and then go get 19 more, montage those down, get 18 more, montage those down. Each one would obviously take up a clip. And if for some reason you manage to have 20 montage clips and still need more, you can then, I guess, condense those 20 clips back down into one and start it all over again. That's just my speculation on it. I do know for a fact, though, that you can condense the 20 clips down into one the one time. I don't know if you can do it multiple times from there or if you can condense condensed clips. That remains to be seen. Nobody really said anything about it while they were there. And again, that's probably one of those things we'll learn after the game launches. Final thing that theater mode also has added is that if you're too lazy to montage it yourself, say, like the 20 clips, condense those down, that takes a lot of time. Instead, you can push another single button, again, no details were given, and the game itself will analyze the video and make its own highlight reel of all of your kill moments and objective moments into one highlight reel that you can then watch later and get basically a highlight of that game. And that's a really handy feature for those of us who are too lazy to go through making our own montages of really epic things. So that'll help with the insert of mini-tages you might see, and that could kind of be a problem, but then again, for those who edit videos, not a big deal anyways. They've already got their skill out there. They know what they're doing. And then just one neat little feature I thought that was neat is that you can now attach a camera in theater mode to any object in the game. You can attach it to a grenade flying through the air, a claymore sitting precariously in a corner. You can attach it to a player, dragonfire drone, anything. And that's nice because that's going to make watching the RPG you fired down a camper's throat so much more satisfying. So that's really all the details I gleaned from Prestigious Key's tweets. There were also 11 other people who went to this private play session and got their information from it. And you can look them up on Twitter. It won't take long to find them. And there is so much more information that was dropped at one time. It was just such a sheer volume of information that got dropped on us all at one time by these people, the VIPs of the community who we all know, most of us would know. And it's just really nice that Treyarch actually, this time around took the time to bring some of the most influential people we know, give them a chance at the game, and let them explain it to us. Let them give us their feelings on it. And the overall consensus of the entire 12 people who went there is that Black Ops 2 is going to completely redefine the multiplayer experience for us, and that this is going to top every Call of Duty game that has come out since. So I'm really looking forward to this game. I hope you guys are too. I'm really anxious to get some play time on it. I have not been able to go to any conventions or anything. But let me know what you guys think. Drop some comments in below, or even better yet, go to the iPlayCOD forums, talk about it there. We have a whole forum set up for it for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Share your opinions, things of that nature. I'm OneHandMa 2010. This has been a commentary about Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and all the information we've been given from Treyarch since, and I hope you guys enjoyed.